Welcome to the latest segment of Connections with Cook. I'm Tom Cook, your Executive Director. Today we're going to discuss some of the major developments that affect our operations as well as the status update on some of our capital programs. With me today is Vince Meconi, the Chief Operating Officer. Welcome, Vince.
Morning, Tom.
So let's get started. As everyone knows, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected revenue projections all over our operations. While we haven't eliminated projects to our capital improvement plan, projects and budgets were certainly not immune to COVID. Can you shed a little light on where we stand with the CIP for this year and next?
Absolutely, Tom. CIP, unfortunately, not exempt from budget pressure, just like the operating budget. So in March, we convened a series of teleconferences, and we reviewed every major capital, every minor capital, every equipment purchase, every IT improvement, and we ended up deferring over $40 million, which is almost a third of the entire CIP. And I like the terminology, as you said, deferred. We didn't cancel any projects. They'll be done eventually, just not this year. It was really a team effort, not just our engineering department, but the maintenance, the IT, the EHS, the police department, ferries, and airport staff. Everybody did a great job.
Thanks, Vince. You know, last month our contractor began work on the ultra high performance concrete overlay program on the New Jersey bound span. Can you provide us an update on that project?
If you were to go to the top of the bridge towers, which I've done, and look down, you can see the difference between how the northbound span appears and how the southbound span appears in terms of the condition of the deck or roadway. The northbound span just is in not good a shape as the southbound span. In fact, our engineering analysis says that it's time to replace the whole deck. The problem is a full new deck would probably cost $175 million. That's equal to about 2 years of our entire CIP and would be very disruptive of traffic as well. Fortunately, our engineering staff has identified a potentially lower cost solution. It's new technology. It's called UHPC, or ultra high performance concrete. Because it hasn't been used in this country on bridges like ours, we're currently doing a pilot project on the bridge, and that's why you have seen 24/7 closure of lanes 1 and 2. Then we're going to have 2 years to analyze our pilot project, and if the pilot project is successful, we'll do the whole northbound deck using UHPC in 2022 and 2023, hopefully at much lower cost.
You know, moving on to the ferry, the Cape May-Lewes Ferry is beginning a very busy off-season with 2 scheduled shipyard visits. It's what's happening at the shipyard in our preparations for the 2021 season.
The second shipyard visit, which will be coming up soon, is the MV New Jersey, which will include not just the usual annual maintenance and repair work, but also repowering, which is replacement of the engine and gears. Now, there's 2 reasons why we want to do this. First of all, the existing engines are old technology, and it's getting tougher to repair them. Can't find the parts anymore. And tougher to find people who know how to maintain this old technology. Second reason is, quite frankly, the old technology emits a lot of pollution, and that's why we got a $3 million grant from the EPA to help us with this project.
Great. Well, speaking of shipyards and repowering, the DRBA commissioners recently approved additional funding for a new ferry vessel plan design. Can you provide us some information on that?
Absolutely. We were very excited when the board gave final approval for funding for hiring a naval architect. Naval architect's job is to plan and then design a new vessel. Our vessels are 40 years old, as everybody knows. It's time to look for a new generation of vessels. It's not just designing, it's planning as well. There's a lot of details that need to be looked at for new vessels, not just how big and how fast, but a lot of other details like what's the power plant going to look like. Our goal is to be ready for funding by 2024, and that will be here before we know it.
Well, thank you, Vince. And thanks for taking the time to be with us today. Is there anything you'd like to add before you leave us?
Absolutely, Tom. I appreciate the opportunity to join you in thanking and applauding the efforts of our hardworking employees. As everybody knows, the COVID pandemic has presented a real challenge, and our folks have been great and really stepped up to meet that challenge. I especially want to join you in commending our essential workers who have to come in every day. I'm a guy who's on the phone or on my computer all day long. I can telecommute. As you can see, I'm telecommuting now. But our police can't patrol the bridge remotely. Our journeymen can't maintain our infrastructure while telecommuting. Our mariners obviously can't sail our vessels while telecommuting. Our toll takers can't collect tolls while telecommuting. All these folks and more have to show up every day, and they do. And again, I want to join you in thanking and commending them for the hard work they do. Thanks
a lot, Vince. Just want to remind everybody, don't forget to continue sending those comments to telltheboss@drba.net. And I look forward to seeing you around the DRBA. Have a great day.